Here we go, episode 97 of the Hardline Sports Talk. I'm Michael Merlo, John Michael Masiri here as well. JM, slow news cycle here, but baseball and the NBA still kicking. How you doing? Are you still kicking?
I'm still kicking. Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
were kind of due. We were having a good couple weeks there. Basketball was going really well, a lot of 6, 7 game series. Baseball had some interesting stories. The NFL, you had the draft, you had the Rodgers stuff, all that. So we were kind of due for a little bit of a dead time, but to me, it's times like these, maybe it's the best. We get to get a little creative now.
You get to josh around a little bit. The NFL always has, it's very large news cycle, but this is like kind of like the low before training camp. And like you
Drop
mentioned,
drop my chair. Sorry. I don't know
oh,
if you saw that, but I
no,
like to.
I didn't. You're good. Now you're a little shorter. You should
Yeah.
be on my level. I'm a little
Yeah.
short. I'm a little
Yeah.
shorter. But the NBA, yeah, you mentioned it. The NBA, first of all, is not going to get their desired matchups in the NBA Finals. But also, these series are ending pretty quick, and they're not playing until June 1st. So if the Heat can finish this off with a gentleman's sweep in Game 5, you're gonna have to wait close to a week
Yeah.
for the
And
NBA
then
Finals to start.
game 7, if it goes to a game 7, the finals, June 18th. Is that not insane? It's
They
like
got to shorten this. That's nuts.
it's a little much.
And when did the playoffs start? When do they start again?
April.
April?
Yeah. Start in April.
2 month playoff, man. That's something. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to talk NBA in a little bit. Talk about these series. Obviously, the Lakers have been eliminated, and LeBron James is, I think, for the first time ever considering retirement here. But we are going to start in Major League Baseball. JM, I'm looking at the standings past couple of days, and my team gets criticized a lot. Being called overrated and not good. And then I look down, I scroll a little bit on my phone. I go to the National League West, right? And I see this team that plays in San Diego. And I'm like, wow, they're not really as high as you would think on the standings list. And then you look at their record and it's like, wow, that's really not good. And then I start to wonder, why don't they get the same heat as even
Talk about this.
our teams are getting? The Padres are off to a brutal start and nobody's talking about it.
It's a simple answer, man. It's a simple answer. It's the Mets fans versus the Padres fans. That's it. I've never met a Padres fan. I know, I live in New York, so what are the odds I meet a Padres fan? But never met one. Don't really see any talking on Twitter and on any other social media. So I think that's it, man. You Met fans, you hype up your team. You set
That's not your space, though.
you set some high expectations, and when you get off to a bad start, you're gonna deal with some crap. The Padres, on the other hand, not really hearing a lot of chatter out of Padres fans. So if there are Padres fans, I know there are Padres fans, but they didn't seem to have fans like 5 years ago, and now all of a sudden everybody's coming out of the woodworks.
And
But
granted, good for them.
I'm
They
not going to make
draw.
fun of it. Exactly. That's exactly. I love to meme the A's on this show all the time. That's exactly what the A's should be doing. Is you'll get more fans, you'll get more money. The more you put into your team, you put a good product on the field.
They draw very well. I mean, they're selling out games against the freaking Kansas City Royals last week. And they lost a series. They lost a series. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was late last week. They lose a series to the Royals.
I also think the Padres would catch a little more heat if they didn't go as far in the playoffs. Like the Mets haven't made it far in the playoffs in 8 years now, and last year you had a really good season, talked up the team. Cohen's first year, Scherzer's on the team. You spending a lot of money, or Cohen's second year last year.
Yeah.
So spending a lot of money, bring in Max Scherzer, then you lose in the wild card series. So, maybe the Padres making that NLCS run kind of saves them a little bit of shame.
Well, the Phillies are another team that haven't gotten off to a good start. And I think you're 100% right. The fact that the Phillies got to the World Series last season and they got off to a putrid start, that's almost saving their asses a little bit right now because, they got off to a bad start last season. It doesn't really matter. You got to really play when it counts. And
Right.
The National League, as we've talked about the past couple of weeks, has not looked as good as many people thought it was going to be. And that's obviously we believe is going to change. But the Phillies believe that as long as they turn it around, they're going to, have a chance. Do you see Trey Turner? Today he hit his fifth home run. He
Yeah,
had
bad.
5 home runs in the World Baseball Classic. He had a big home run today to tie the game in the ninth, and they ended up winning in the 10th after being down 5-0. But good for him. But he's off to a terrible start.
Yeah, no, he's off to a bad start. Not too worried about that. You always give guys a little leeway room into a new contract and with a new team and stuff like that. But yeah, Philly's off to a bad start. Padres off to a bad start. Mets seem to be getting it together a little bit right now, but still in the standings off to an start, and they're playing 500 ball right now, so not exactly where you wanted to be 50 games into the season, but you're also not, buried in the bottom of the division, which is a good thing. Braves haven't been playing the best baseball as of late, so they're not too far back. Mets are back in second place now. We know about this National League. It's still wide. The NL Central is wide open. You don't really got to worry about some of these wild card teams. You're really the number one wild card when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, we're talking about the Diamondbacks, but how long could we give the Diamondbacks until we actually call them the real deal? I mean, they're 8 games over 500 right now. They're the number one wild card in the National League, but 50 games in. So we'll see what goes on when we're 100 games in, past the All-Star break. Then we can really assess who's the contenders and who's not. And even at that point, you really don't know still, because you got teams falling out on September 20th who will just plummet. You have the Mariners from 2 years ago just all of a sudden making a run, almost making the playoffs. The Orioles of last year being crap the whole season, then all of a sudden flirting with a wild card. So can't really tell at a certain point of who's going to be a real contender and who's not. Even when you get into the playoffs, we just talked about the Phillies and the Padres facing off in the freaking NLCS last year when we thought the Braves and the Dodgers were like a lock.
The 2 worst teams in the playoffs last season, essentially, in the National League, 100%.
National League, at least, yeah.
And it is nuts. The Central is pretty bad. The Cardinals, who have played some good ball, are catching up. They're going to win that division, I wholeheartedly believe. Just a quick look at the AL, too. It doesn't really make sense to me that the Orioles are this good. I guess you can talk more on that. They can hit. We knew they were going to be able to hit with a lot of these young guys. Their bullpen, the back end, although Aaron Judge got to that last night, the back end of the bullpen is good. So, but other than that, what do they have at the top of that rotation, or even in that rotation? That's that they have the second best record in the National League. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like you said, you expect this team to hit with some of the young bats that they have, and even some of the veteran bats, the Santander and some of those guys. But it's the pitching staff where you're like, all right, that's where it's going to get them. Because last year, how did they go on that run? Great hitting, great bullpen. The rotation was not really anything. So, over the course of the season, to have a bad rotation and to be a contender is usually a formula that does not work. But the rotation for the Orioles is holding up right now. I mean, it's getting the job done. They have some guys that are having some pretty solid seasons. Bullpen's been good. What was the guy's? I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I always mess it up. Yenny Urcano or whatever the hell his first name is. He's been great. Batista's been great, but like you said, that home run he gave up to Judge. I just want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna do a little bit of glazing on my my team's best player here. And
yeah, sure.
The best player in baseball. Aaron Judge, it's actually ridiculous, his prime, because he's at the plate in the 9th inning and Batista's on the mound, and I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, I'm expecting this guy to hit a home run right now. It is fully in my expectations. I'm like, all right, he's 0 for 3. It's a big spot. If he leaves something over the plate, home run, it's got to be a home run. And he hits a freaking home run. So, I don't know how, it's insane. He's just
clutch.
His prime. I think we don't talk about that enough, or we don't not talk about it. We don't realize it with some players where, you'll look at a guy's track and you'll try to project him into his prime. And, you'll say like a Vlad Guerrero Jr. He was 25 years old, 1,000 OPS. You got to think that he's going to do that for however long. And maybe that OPS will go up about 50 points or something like that in his prime. Judge, though, I think his prime is just it's gonna be monstrous compared to what we usually see out of some players. I mean, he's been in his prime for a little while now, but this is like really his prime right now.
Well, what's unfortunate is the fact that he has these seasons here in 18 and 19 where he got hurt, but
Right.
he's on pace for, over 40 home runs in both seasons.
Yeah.
And he has OPS is over 900 in both of those seasons. Um, you know, so that's kind of what is a little upsetting when you look at the totality overall of the numbers. He missed almost, what is the quick math there? Almost 100 games
Yeah.
in that span.
Mm-hmm.
So the numbers would be even better if he doesn't get hurt. But you're 100% right. He's so clutch, like you mentioned. You expected it. You're 100% right, and you had every right to expect that. It's almost like you're spoiled at this point as a Yankee fan. You expect him to come up in a big spot.
It becomes like the norm. That's why, like, I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, I don't realize that. Like, what player do you get to have? Like, it's a luxury to have a player like that where he's at the plate in a big spot like that, and you're like, he should hit a home run right now.
Right. I've had that feeling a little bit with Alonso the past few seasons, but more so with Judge. Like, I just feel like it's more clutch and there's more home runs there. It's just much more bigger home runs hit.
Right. And we're waiting for the playoffs. That's like the one thing. He's had some good series over his career, but still, his total numbers in the playoffs are underwhelming when you can compare them to the type of player that he is.
I want to see that quickly.
He's a career 211 hitter in the playoffs, 772 OPS. I mean, the power numbers are there. He's got 13 home runs and 171 at bats, but I mean, clearly he's just not hitting enough in the playoffs.
He is like the past couple of seasons too. Like if you just go back, including last season, we spoke about it multiple times when he was signing that contract. Like he's gonna have a down year. Like no matter what he does, like compared to what he did in 2022, it's gonna be a down year.
Right.
And right now, he missed some time. He leads the AL in home runs. He might not hit 60. But damn, man, if he hits 50 and he has a OPS close to what it was last season, like how do you call that a down year? Like it's not.
No, you can't. You can't.
He's unreal. Let me ask you a crazy question because I saw this posed today by a group, media group, and I don't know if it's too premature, if it's too crazy. What are the chances he goes down as like I don't even want to say the greatest Yankee ever, but a top 3 Yankee ever? Top 3.
Oof. What are the odds?
Like, give me like a percentage. What's the percent chance that he is a top 3 Yankee of all position?
All right.
player?
Well, before I answer this question, are we talking like in terms of Yankees history or just like the greatest players to play for the Yankees?
I think
there's a difference. Like, you got Yogi Berra's got like 10 rings or whatever he's got, but he's not like a top 3 player in Yankees history. So,
well, I think, like you're thinking Mantle, Ruth.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. As I think the top 3 players in Yankees history is, I mean, in no order. I could do it in order, but no order. It's Gehrig, Ruth, and Mantle.
Right. So what are the chances that Judge is capable of getting into that top 3? What are the not even capable. What are the chances he gets into that top 3?
20%.
20%.
Like
I'm looking at Gehrig right now. 493 homers, an OPS of 1,080.
Gehrig's the best first baseman of all time. Like him or Pujols, it's a debate. I still think it's Gehrig. I mean, it's tough though. You're comparing guys who played 100 freaking years ago. It's kind of hard to compare. But the thing with Judge, I think, is he just came up too late. And, he's had some injuries riddled seasons in the past. So maybe that's what holds him back. And obviously he hasn't won a ring yet, which when you're talking about, the Yankees, a prestigious organization with all these championships, that does matter.
Yeah, but
even though I've talked about a million times on this show that in a team sport, like especially like baseball, rings is not a way to assess a player's value or a player's career. But if he wins like 3 more MVPs, then he's in the conversation.
Gary had 2. Mantle had
To
3.
sort of like make up for that. I don't even know how much Ruth had. He must have had a bunch. I don't even, but they weren't even giving out MVP, I don't think, at that time until like later in his career. I don't think MVP
Yeah.
was a thing.
He only won 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Mantle, 3-time MVP, triple crown, 20-time All-Star, 7 World Series.
He's got a chance though, JM. He's got a chance, and I know he was a center fielder, Mantle. So it's a little bit different. Like, there's like, all right, you give him a little bit of an edge. Judge is most likely going to play most of his career in right field, although he plays a great center field when they throw him out there. But man, he could come close if he stays healthy. He'll go over 500. He'll pass him in home runs.
I would say top 5. I'd say he's got like a much higher shot at top 5. Not top.
What's 4-5? What's 4-5?
DiMaggio. He's going to be better than he's better than Jeter already in terms of like in their primes. Judge is a better player than Jeter ever was. But
oh no, we're gonna cancel you for that.
Yeah, really.
That's a crazy statement.
If you think like I love Derek Jeter. Now, obviously, his prime. You talk about the '98 Yankees and the dynasty they had in the late '90s. I wasn't a thought yet. But I remember him towards the end and in 2009, everything like that. So I love Derek Jeter. He's always a hero in my house and to me and everything like that. But stats are stats, facts are facts. Like, Judge is a better player than Jeter ever was. I'm sorry. Jeter had the luxury of playing with some great teams. He was a very clutch player. I'm not taking that away from him. He's the all-time hits leader in the playoffs and everything like that. Showed up no matter what the situation was, had some really clutch moments, but Derek Jeter was never thought of the caliber of the player that Aaron Judge. Nobody ever thought Derek Jeter was the best player in the MLB, and if they did, they're delusional.
Yeah. How long did I'm trying to look at A-Rod's career here with the Yankees?
He might have been the face of the MLB. Doesn't mean he's the best player in the MLB though.
A-Rod was probably a better Yankee. I mean, statistically wise, that might be a hot take.
You might want to pull that back. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
351 home runs and 900 OPS, and you got to remember that's toward the end of A-Rod's career where the numbers tailed off a little bit.
Massive elephant in the room.
Come on.
The steroids.
Jeter's on some list in Bud Selig's office. It's untapped list that nobody's ever gonna see.
That is such BS. The whole 95% of the league was on roids.
He's on the list with
way that
he's on the list with Pujols and Ortiz. He's on the list with Pujols and Ortiz.
Oh, my Albert Pujols theory that he's 55 years old?
Can I say something actually?
Depends.
I agree with you.
I'm in trouble.
No, I'm not. Oh, maybe. I forget what actor was on the Rich Eisen show, either yesterday or the other day, but he said he went to high school with Giancarlo Stanton, who at the time was Mike Stanton.
Right.
And he's saying, oh, this guy's 6'5", 6'6" in high school. And he thought, watching him play football, this guy's going to be a tight end in the NFL, a receiver in the NFL. He's that talented. And then he watched him play basketball, and he's like, oh my God, he's going to be an NBA player, 100%. Right. And then people are like, he's not even a basketball player, he's a baseball player. And then he watched him play baseball, and he's better than everybody, hitting, bombs all over the place. And the first thing I thought of was maybe Mike Stanton wasn't supposed to be in high school. Maybe Mike Stanton was a little older, like you just mentioned with Pujols. No, you don't think so?
Now you're reaching. No,
I'm reaching there?
Now you're reaching.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Now you're reaching.
6'5" in high school? 6'5" in high school? Come on.
What I wanted to bring up, 6'5" in high school, that's nothing.
What are you?
6'2" and a half. I say 6'3", though. I get to round up. Give me that.
You weren't 6'2" in high school.
At my senior year, I was.
No, you weren't.
How long do you think you grow for? Do I need to give you a puberty lesson?
I don't know. I think you probably put an inch on, after the past few years, 4 or 5 years. It's been 4 years.
Dude, I hit 6 foot when I was 13. You start growing like a weed, and then you probably stopped growing when I was 16, 17.
You're making it seem like 6'5", 6'6" is like nothing. Like it's
Well,
normal.
obviously, I'm not 6'5", 6'6", but I'm saying, like, yeah, it kind of is nothing when you compare it to the rest of the world and how tall he was probably as a kid.
LeBron's like 6'7", 6'8".
Okay, dude, I got freshmen at St. John's here that are freaking 7 feet tall. You think they're 29? Like, what do you think they're lying?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a history with this. There's research. There's data to back this up. It happens. People lie about their age.
Why would he lie about his age, though?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Okay. Well, he's still taller than everybody and everybody's fully grown now. So, okay. Anyways, this is dumb conversation. What I wanted to bring up to you about baseball is like, I'm not saying I'm for this.
Oh God.
I'm not for it. But I feel like it's always like it's gonna happen eventually. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. You look at the divisions of baseball, you look at the AL East and how freaking loaded they are. And you look at everywhere else, you look at the central divisions, how bad they are. Do you ever think that the MLB is just going to adopt like an NBA style of
They'll realign. Maybe not by the
standings don't
next.
matter.
What? Yeah. Not by the next CBA, but after this one. I think they're gonna I think they do a huge realignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's not gonna be National League and American League. And I don't like that. I'm sort of a traditionalist when it comes to certain things.
Right.
I'm all for the pitch clock and stuff. I think it's the greatest invention for baseball, but not the realignment.
Right.
It's just not only the rivalries, but just like, you're so used to it. You don't want to get rid of this division. The division races are cool.
Yeah.
And it's an anomaly that the American League East, is so loaded, and last season, you had a couple of divisions that were really great too. I don't think that you can't base it off of a couple of seasons here and say, let's blow the whole thing up. But they want to do it. They want to see the Mets, Red Sox, Phillies and Yankees in one division. That's entertaining. But
yeah, you're right. I mean, I think that they could maybe find a way to still, like, the NBA still has divisions and, teams still play each other more than others. So maybe they could do something like that where, the Yankees and the Red Sox play each other most out of any other division or team, tied for the most out of any other teams, but it doesn't matter who wins the division,
Yeah, but then, like, what are you playing for? Then, like, what is you're just the regular season, especially early on in the regular season, is already devalued.
Yeah, but then
you're
again,
just going to continue get rid of the value of the regular season of 162
at this point,
games.
I feel like the second wild card team that's been added, or the third wild card team that's been added, kind of evens it out now. Where what are the odds that fourth wild card team, the first team out, is a better team than the worst division winner? Like in the AL East, like, right now the Red Sox are in last or the Blue Jays are in last. Are they going to be better than the Guardians by the end of the season? And people are going to say, oh, they should be in over the Guardians. There's a chance, but at that point, you're talking a couple wins. Who really cares?
That's also like an extreme situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to happen this season.
Right.
I think eventually when you get later into the year, one of the Red Sox or Orioles are going to fall off here, and they're going to be a last place team. Not really a last place team, but they're going to be in last, and you're going to like, they're the worst team in the division, and rightfully so.
Right.
They're not going to be better than the first place team in the American League Central. Maybe the second place team. That's how bad the division is. But this is a weird season so far, especially in the American League.
Yep.
And
you want to get to our little list here now?
Yeah, we got a little interesting list here. I heard this question posed a few weeks ago, and I thought, be a nice little topic we can discuss on a slow day. So the question was asked, one sporting event that you can go back in time and watch, pay an unlimited amount of money, just the one sporting event you'd want to watch live in person. And I think, let's get three, right? Let's get three. Try and mix a couple of different sports in here if we want to.
Right.
Really go back in history and think about the greatest moments or coolest moments or even weirdest moments in sports and say, I would love to see that in person.
Right.
JM, I posed a question to you a couple hours ago. You got some answers. Give me one of them. Don't give me like number one. Give me like number three.
Okay. Um, I will say I did go pretty recent with all of these.
Okay.
Could have there's some pretty big moments in history, going all the way back, but I just decided, this is something that is personal preference, so I'll keep it kind of recent because it's more relevant to me. All right, so number three, my opinion, probably the greatest World Series game of all time. And there are a couple of reasons. Let me explain why I picked this game. Also, I think you're gonna like this. So,
Okay.
I went 2011 World Series Game 6. David
Okay.
Freese, Cardinals, down to their last strike, tie it up. Then Freese hits the walk-off in extra innings. Not only is this obviously huge moment, really big game, season was on the line. I also think like I've always been a little bit of a fanboy for the Cardinals. I love me some Cardinals.
Yeah.
I love that stadium. I love the uniforms. I think they're a classy organization, everything like that. So, being at that beautiful stadium in that moment, I think it would be like sick. I mean, I think that's when I think like iconic World Series moments, you could think back to Joe Carter's home run and some of these big moments from the 20th century, but
Right.
in recent memory, that is like, and even if you don't even count recent memory, I think that's one of them, if not the most iconic World Series moments of all time. So I'm going with that.
It's an interesting answer. And
Mhm.
I can get it, going so recent. A couple of mine are one of them's really far in the past, which I think you have to have one that you
Right.
weren't alive for. But I like that answer. I like
Mhm.
that answer. All right. My first one's a weird one. Okay. And
Oh boy, here we go.
it really, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like, this amazing moment.
Am I gonna have to make fun of you?
I would want to be at Wrigley Field when Steve Bartman interfered with that ball with Moises Alou. Pretty sure it was Moises Alou in left
Yeah,
field.
that's not a bad one.
Could you imagine being in that ballpark, like just killing that guy? And I've watched the 30 for 30, a bunch of times, and I feel terrible for Steve Bartman.
Right. Is he still like in hiding?
I don't know. They tried to bring him out of hiding,
Yeah.
a year or two ago. They tried to
No one would care anymore. Come on, dude. Like, give it a rest.
if they got over Bill Buckner, they'll
They
get over
won.
Steve Bartman.
They won.
Exactly. But yeah, I'd want to be in that building, just to experience that. And then, the Cubs, obviously, there's a curse, attached where they, did not win the series and lost the game or whatever. But yeah, I would want to be in Wrigley. Experience, I've never been to Wrigley, so I'd want to be there and experience that whole environment. A playoff game in Chicago where a fan interfered with the player.
Hmm. I actually like that one. I didn't think of that.
Thank you.
All right, my second one. Another one where I think this is probably the greatest moment in a different sports championship.
Okay.
I'm going 2016 NBA Finals Game 7.
You're going real recent here.
I'm going 2016 Finals game. The next one I have is the furthest away one. It's the oldest one, but
Okay.
I'm going Finals Game 7. Just an unbelievable game to watch on TV. I mean, you got the most iconic moment in the most, if not the most iconic player in the sports careers. Um, you know, you getting to see the block in person, getting to see Kyrie's three, getting to see them pull off the 3-1 upset against the best team in NBA history. Just so many iconic moments in that wrapped up in the one game. So I think like that's a game that I'm going to tell my kids about. Watching and being there is probably amazing.
All right. I could go NBA here. There's one I'm thinking of, and it's like the obvious choice. I think you can kind of guess it. It's, the Jordan flu game, just being in that building. But I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to go another baseball here. All mine are going to be baseball. And I want to be in the building, Game 7, 2004, ALCS.
You're such a
Sox.
piece of crap. Oh my
Sox
God.
complete the comeback.
That's insane.
Down 3-0 and win. And listen, sure, it's part of, just the Yankee hatred, of course. But, that's an incredibly historic event. It's only happened one time in baseball that a team has come back from 3-0 down. And just to feel that atmosphere of Yankee fans and just not just Yankee fans, but the nervousness of a fan base about to face the biggest embarrassment down to their rival. Like, that's something. And it's just an added bonus.
It's not a bad pick. They're all, honestly, like, I'm trying to do, let's keep it like, I want to have a wide range of things here. But if this was really like, I could actually get in a time machine and just like go to 3 games, I'd probably pick all Yankee games. I'd probably pick like 2003 Game 7, that Aaron Boone won. I mean, I'll just let you know right now. Here, my number 1. It's a Yankee game, and I think that a lot of people might not realize, like, or might not have thought of this, but to me, like, it's a combination of a bunch of things. So I'm going Game 3 of the World Series in 2001, and I think that as somebody from New York, as somebody who's an American, as somebody who's a Yankee fan, George Bush throwing out the first pitch after 9/11, the first pitch of the World Series at home for the Yankees. A World Series that to this day is just, makes some people question their freaking belief in God, literally, because the Yankees should have won that World Series.
Yeah.
But to me, that's like iconic. I mean,
excellent.
The emotions in that building, the just how the Yankees, the swagger they had in that time, coming off 4 championships in the past 5 years that season. All those guys are in their prime. You get the luxury of that, and then, like I said, just the feeling of that many people being in that building that are connected in that way from the tragedy is like must have been insane.
Excellent choice, John Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Excellent choice. I wish I thought of that. I may have picked that.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Good. Thank you.
I like that one.
I thought you were, I'm just letting you know, for your last pick, I thought you were going to say something like, I don't know, like the Mets freaking some game for the Mets.
No Mets on this list.
Like a Struble Cabrera's walk-off.
By the way, pretty good moment. Yeah. How about Pete Alonso's game-tying grand slam and then walk-off hit?
Yeah, yo.
I was there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there, right?
Yeah, no, I should have picked Judge's 60th and the Stanton walk-off grand slam.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great game to be at.
Yeah.
You can go 63. You can go 63 with Judge, no?
Yeah, I did think about that, but I think the fact that it was on the road and everything like that. I thought about Jeter's last home game.
Yeah. Jeter 3000.
Football, I was like, I want to pick a football one, but I was like, it's all freaking Patriots stuff. I don't want to see the Patriots, 1 yard line, Malcolm Butler. I don't want to see that.
The only football one I considered in its fandom, and I really wish I was older, sure, when the Giants beat the Patriots, but like I remember that to an extent. I was at that parade. I remember celebrating that that Super Bowl. But my last one, what?
The first one?
The first one, yeah. But my last one, like, how do we not go back in time and watch the Babe? Like, how do we not go back? There's so many. You want to go watch, see if he actually pointed and then hit the homer. You want to go to a game where he pitched and hit in the same game.
Yep.
He had, an incredible performance. We went 14 innings in a playoff game. Do we want to go to that one?
Yep.
So I don't even know which Babe Ruth game to pick. I guess you could say that, I want to see if he pointed or not, but I want to see that guy in action. I want to see him play. So,
you got me thinking now.
You got to go. I think for this, you got to go back at least.
Right. You got to do
very least.
If I could go back, and this might be like a weird pick because it might be like a miserable time, but it's really cool. If you could go watch the Ice Bowl just because like you heard so much about it. Just think about it. Like you're in Lambeau Field and it's freaking -15 out. You know,
Yeah,
I'd get bundled up, but like to say you were at that game, it must just be like sick. You get
yeah.
that old feeling, and yeah,
These are games I want to be at. I want to be at what our ancestors talk about.
right, right,
It's where I want to be.
yep.
And a couple of selfish moments to that too, obviously.
Mhm.
But just got a text message from a friend's parent. No more Vogel fat, please. That was the
No,
text I just got. No
oh
more
my
Vogel
god,
fat
so
was the
fat.
text message I just got.
You know,
Anyway,
I was, and a lot of moments like we kept it to big four here. There's a lot of moments like outside. If we included all the sports, I'd probably, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a NASCAR buff, but like I'd probably kick some of this stuff out. I'd probably shoe
yeah,
in some of the other sports. I mean, you think about, like I said, I think I'd go to like a World Cup moment like that. Those are sick. That must be like incredible.
I'd go to Muhammad Ali and George Foreman
Yep. Yep.
watching that. The Miracle on Ice. Would you go see that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I
Even some
think,
of the college stuff, college basketball. The Chris Jenkins game, the Villanova buzzer beater.
yeah,
Some of
but I
the old Duke teams.
but I want to go back even
Christian
further.
Laettner.
Like you want to see Christian Laettner? I'm okay with that.
Yep.
There's a lot. There's really a lot you can put. There's one I was just thinking of. Oh,
Mac.
Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier. Not
Yep.
that's a cool one too.
Yep.
Go back and see that game.
Although might be a little, hostile environment.
It's a little
Going
much,
there.
but
It's a little.
it's history.
That's a really good movie, though.
They
I
did a
love.
great job
That was a
before
real.
you too.
Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. That was like an excellent movie.
That's all over my TikTok page lately too. My
Yeah.
For You page. Yeah, you know what? I just from like a history standpoint, like
Yeah.
not just sports, just like history, American history, world history. Like, how do you not want to go back and watch
How about this?
Jackie Robinson's first game?
We could, and we're not going to do it now, but we could twist the question where it's the same exact question. You could go back and you could watch one sporting event, except you're the only person in the stands. That I think changes it.
Yes.
Because I think you might take away the significance of because I accounted for that. Like, the fan, like what I said, that obviously I wouldn't put except the after 9/11, the Yankees World Series, I would not put that on my list if we're talking about you're the only fans in the stand. So
Right. And I'm not going to see the Bartman game.
right. That makes me think, man.
That's good. There's a lot of twists on this question we can
Yep.
do. Just history, just based on just like history, American history, like you just mentioned. You're the only person at the game. If I'm the only person at the game, I'm still keeping Ruth up there though. See if he points or not.
Well, I think that's more important now is where you want to see some of the biggest athletes perform like back in the like to me, I would love to see Oh, I'm so dumb. Can I change my list?
Why? What just happened?
I can't believe I didn't think about it. I don't know about you. Wilt's 100-point game. I need to see that. Like, I need to see what the hell happened in that game. It was probably, just him running up and down the court, just dunking on people, basically. I need to see Wilt's 100-point game.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm changing my answers, but
Right.
it's up there. It's
because that to me is
there.
like a record where obviously it's not televised, and it's also a record where I'm like, how is that a real stat?
Yeah, I completely understand that. What about Willie Mays' catch?
Yep.
I want to see that.
Well, now you switch it up. Now we're going from game to moment.
Yes.
We're really screwing with ourselves here.
You could do a lot. What's the greatest individual? Like what's the greatest performance you'd want to see, or player you want to see? Like what players would you want? A lot of it would be baseball for me. Players I want to see.
Yeah, me too.
And I asked this question to a couple of my friends, and somebody gave an answer, and I completely crapped all over them. They said, I want to see, like, if there was one player you could see in their prime, who would it be? And somebody said LeBron. I'm like, we saw LeBron.
Yeah, what? Yeah,
what? Like, sure, you didn't see LeBron's beginning, and that was special because he came right into the league and dominated. But
that's the way. It's Jordan. One player in their prime, I would want to see Jordan.
Well, because we didn't see him. We didn't experience this Jordan thing
Right.
that our parents talk about nonstop and like,
Right.
oh, Jordan's so much better than LeBron.
It's Jordan or it's Babe Ruth. That's it.
I'm going big. I'm going big. Did my mic just go? No, my mic.
Yeah, you were just tripping out right there.
That was weird. Babe would be one. Mike would be two.
Okay.
Very interesting. I like
Oh
that.
my God.
discussion.
Isaiah Connor for left just hit a 2-run home run. He has
No
3
way.
home runs on the season. He's actually like a power hitter now.
He's good. You know, he's a good ball player.
He's got a triple and a homer, man.
He's a good ball player.
Let's go. All right. Last thing we're gonna do. NBA, we've talked plenty about the series. That's just about wrapped up. You know, Celtics, very nice. You won a game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, 1 second. Hold on. Can we chill with these Celtic players? Like, don't let us win this. What are you, Kevin Millar in the
really?
Boston Red Sox? I mean, come on. Like, calm down. Don't let us win this one. Don't let us win this one. Sound like an idiot. Okay. So win the next one, and then I'll take you seriously.
Right. Exactly.
Which, by the way, I think they're gonna win.
Okay.
I think they're gonna win Game 5, but do it first, and then I'll take you seriously.
Right. Then and then they go back to. No, they don't.
Game 5.
They're going back to Boston now. Then they go back to Miami, and they go back to Boston. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If they get to a Game 6.
Eventually, they get to a Game 7 too. Holy!
Oh, it's over. No, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. And somebody said it. I think Charles actually said it last night. That Game 6 in Miami would be a Game 7 for Miami.
Well, it's not. Obviously, it's not actually over, but also, like, I wouldn't say it's over. Didn't the Rays do the same thing as the Astros? Didn't they almost a couple years ago?
The Astros almost came back.
Was it 3-0 or was it 3-1?
It was 3-0.
It was 3-0. Yeah, they almost came back.
It was also 2020. Who really gives a rat's ass?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the NBA. I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we want to segue into our fun little segment here. One more fun little segment.
Yeah, a little fun we're gonna have on the other side of this. It's a fun time right now. It's slow, so we're gonna have a little fun. We come back after this. All right, we are back. Episode 97. Almost said 96, but it's actually 97 of the Hardline Sports Talk here. All right, let's play a little Sporcle here, JM. First time ever. You want to pull it up on the screen here?
Yeah, here we go.
If it works, let's go. We got it going.
Yep.
Pause. Last 5 200 plus strikeouts by team in the National League. Who has struck out 200 guys?
Yep. Last 5 guys to do it for each team. Rockies, tough. 2 guys.
Rockies is tough. I think I know.
I know. Yeah. All right. We'll get 99s. We'll get to that. But we got 12 minutes. We got 12 minutes here. So I guess we'll get right into it. Michael, why don't you start us off? Well, I think we should just go team by team. If you want to bounce around,
let's do that. Let's go team by team, and if we can't get somebody, we'll move on.
All right, let her rip.
All right, we got Randy Johnson here, obviously, right?
Randy Johnson's got to be on there. Okay.
Kurt Schilling.
I'm gonna guess that Brandon Webb is on this.
Ooh.
No, he's not. Okay, that's brutal. And then that's got to be Schilling. Okay.
Good thing you're doing this because I literally cannot spell to save my life.
Yeah, you can.
Ian Kennedy. Is Ian Kennedy on this list?
You got a different Kennedy. Oh, you did get Ian Kennedy. He's on the Padres, though.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
All right, we'll come back to that. Braves. Okay. I could pick from any 3 of them.
You got it.
Smoltz. Yeah.
Maddox. You could go Maddox here.
Yep. And then Glavine. No. So who was in 99?
Oh my God.
All right. We'll also come back. Go ahead, Cubs.
Cubbies. Who's in 15? Oh, Arrieta. Lester.
Oh, no, please. Talk over me.
Sorry.
Oh, how about... Oh, how the hell do you spell Samar? How do you
I forgot how good this guy was
how do
too
you
for a
spell Jeff
period of time.
Samardz's name? Jeff
Yes. He's actually Googling it.
Jeff some oh here we go. S-A. If it's not on this list, I'm gonna be pissed. I went through all this
You
work.
did all this work.
Let's go.
There we go. Good job. Good job, JM.
Thanks. Also, you got any more Cubs?
I mean, was Carlos Zambrano a good
I
enough
was
pitcher
gonna
to get
say him.
200?
Let's
There we
go.
go.
I was gonna guess Mark Pryor or Kerry Wood, but they're not. They're
That's too
before
old,
that.
no?
They're 2005, and
Who's
yeah,
10?
Wood's like Pryor was 2005. I think 2010 Cubs. See, it's 208, so it's not that good.
It's not that bad either.
All right, let's go to the Reds. I'll go Cueto.
Cueto here.
Ooh.
This is tough. I can barely think of a Cincinnati Red here.
No Bronson Arroyo.
No Bronson Arroyo, top prospect. I think you got to skip him here. No, come back to the Reds.
Yeah, I almost dropped my microphone.
That's good. I can't.
This is tough, man. We start. We're gonna make ourselves look like idiots.
I know.
You know what it'll be when we see the average score at the end. You know,
we'll see if we feel good about ourselves.
You know, that Rockies won. I know that Rockies won.
That's a Baldo.
Hell yeah, it is.
My man, a Baldo.
How do you spell this?
Just put in a Baldo.
There we go.
There we go.
No idea. Just skip that one.
Yeah, so let's do that. Yeah.
So this is the old Astros. So I'm gonna go Roy Oswalt.
You got two of them there. So is there two Astros, or is it gonna be another Astros?
There's another 2004 Astro. No, that's just the National League.
Cole didn't get to 200.
No, but he was AL.
Oh remember? My God, I'm an idiot. Yes, you are 100% correct.
Clemens.
Troy Clemens. There we go. Wow, that's an old rotation at the top in 2004.
That is.
Those are some older men there.
Tough. All right, let's get the Dodgers. We'll get 5 for 5 here, right?
Yeah. I mean, Kershaw. How many is Kershaw going to take up?
Kershaw.
Frankie.
There
we go. Look at that. A little 5 for 5.
Marlins. Fernandez is not. Is that too? No, he wasn't around in 2011 though, was he? No.
Thought he was. Did you type it in all the way?
Yeah, no, I did. Dontrell Willis, no. Okay, we're screwed. Ooh. What about that guy? No, we already guessed that Johnson.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna.
Hell, man.
I want to at least get one for every team. We have to think of one for the Marlins here.
Who was like pitching for? Beckett.
Yes, I was literally about to say Beckett.
Come on, man.
Are you kidding?
Let me make sure I spelled his name right.
Was Beckett?
Let me try that one more time. Backett. Yep, not on the list.
Oh, there's somebody else though from that team that I can't think of right now.
I can't believe Willis isn't on that list.
Maybe they're just screwing with us.
All right, come on, Brewers.
We got one for Greinke or CC.
Sabat. No, he only spent half the season.
Oh,
Giovanni Gallardo. Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
All right, let's go. This is all you.
DeGrom.
Is that not Harvey? Is Harvey on this?
Harvey?
No. Johan?
Dickey.
Wow, 230.
Johan is going to be one of these.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Pedro? And then Leiter. Yeah, that might be Leiter.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Let's go.
Look at that. Great. Oh, we got one for the Marlins.
Marlins out Leiter. Nice. All right, Phillies.
Go.
Holiday.
Holiday's going to be the rest of them, I think. No, at least half. What?
Cliff Lee.
There we go. Great job.
Oh my God. Liriano. All right, Francisco Liriano.
That's a guess. Who was at the top of that rotation with him?
20 2015.
I can
Oh,
picture
AJ
it.
Burnett. Oh, wait, is
Yeah.
that the Marlins one?
Yes, that's a Marlins one.
Oh,
Dang. Good
kind of was
job.
hoping for more from AJ Burnett, but it's okay.
Yeah, at least one more with the Pirates now.
Who struck out 239 guys for the Pirates in 2004? Wow. Okay. In 1969. Yeah, please.
We'll get that one.
Is that like Satchel Paige or something? No.
Imagine you got that. All
Uh,
right, skip this.
Padres. This is the is this the Padres like before they changed their uniforms or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
what
Yes.
was that guy's name?
Jake Peavy.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Andrew Kashner. Is he on this? Oh, that would have been the poll of the year.
That would have been a pull, but no way has he gotten
He had
this.
he had a couple good years though.
2015. They weren't bad in 15. Who did they have? Well, they didn't make the playoffs. I'm picturing that team. Justin Upton's on this team.
This is like right after this is the year they traded Headley to the Yankees, I think, or like the year before.
Yeah, this is right around. Yes, this is right around then. I'm picturing the uniform, I'm picturing the team, and I can't get a player from that team.
Um, they had two. They had two ones on here.
I know. I can't get one of them.
Come on.
I can't wait to see like the entire list now. We got 4 minutes, by the way. TikTok here.
All right, let's go to the Giants then. Lincecum.
Yup. Kane.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Bumgarner.
Who's 10?
Who else is in 2010? Oh, this is bad. 2005, 205 strikeouts in 2010. They won the
They
World Series this
won the
year.
World Series. Why can I only think of relievers for this team?
Me too. I'm thinking like Romo and Wilson and those guys.
No, I can't think of it.
Cardinals, Wainwright.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
Chris Carpenter.
I always forget about him.
Is that Bob Gibson? Is that too late?
That's too late. You can try it if you want.
Yeah, it's too late.
Nats?
All right, Nats. Strasburg. Scherzer, right?
Yeah, should be.
2012.
2012. Jesus Christ.
Who had 241 for the Nationals in 2003? Were they still the Expos?
Yeah, try we've already put Pedro in. It's not Pedro. They were the Expos then though. 2007. Who did they have? I'm never gonna get that.
That Padres one is bothering me so much.
Because like we should know it. It's so recent.
I just keep thinking about this freaking. Why do I keep thinking about it? The freaking Despaigne guy. He was like bad.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Or Rismeyer Despaigne, or whatever the hell his name was.
I'm okay. Listen, 53 out of 78 is not the worst thing in the world.
What about this D-backs? Reds. We got nobody on the Reds. Homer Bailey? No, it was too. That's too early.
Yeah.
What the hell was that guy's name? I'm just gonna start thinking of like general players.
Name random players.
Fat dude, man. Not Matt Latos. He's ass.
I'm surprised Latos wasn't for the Padres.
Oh yeah. Wait, maybe we're getting warmer now. It's not Andrew Kashner, which is bothering me. I really thought it was gonna be him.
Latos wasn't a bad player. The Reds ones actually bother me a little bit more so because like got like three of them in like literally a 3-year span, and we can't think of one.
I know.
All right, give up.
No.
You're not giving up?
I'm thinking. Let's look around here. The Pirates in 2015.
Why'd the Phillies get 6, by the way?
Because they had a tie probably or something like that. Well, we did good with this row right here.
We got all of them. Thanks, Giovanni Gallardo.
Um, 241 strikeouts for the Expos, and it's not Randy Johnson or Pedro Martinez.
Why can't I think of this?
Who was like good in this era? Like David Cohn was no. Uh, no, we got 20 seconds. Damn it.
My brain's already fried. Hit the give up button.
No,
Hit the give up button.
might have one at the end. Hold on.
You gonna have a buzzer beater? Nope. Nothing. Brain's fried.
Let's see. We did average. Dan Harron. Okay.
Should have gotten
Not bad
that.
so far. Edinson Volquez. All right, I'm not gonna kill myself about that. All right, none of these. Anibal Sanchez is probably on that freaking. Was he on that Nationals one? Oh my God, Garrett Cole, son of a bitch.
You should have gotten Garrett Cole.
Gio Gonzalez, Tyson Ross. Oh my God.
James Shields, we should have gotten.
That
And
really bothered me.
Gio Gonzalez bothers me
let's
too.
see. Let's just see if they have an AL version of this now, because now my mind's been last 200 strikeouts.
Because now the brain's on a roll. Now the brain's on a roll.
All right, here we go.
Oh God,
Are you ready?
I'm born it. Hold on, I gotta make your window.
Also, keep in mind, like we just got a 68, but this was made in like 2015. You know, as we saw, like the most recent one was 2015. So
right,
you know, those people were getting 68% in 2015. We're 8 years later, so we're good.
Let's do this. Come on.
All right, here we go. Bang, play the quiz. Wow.
God.
Tough start.
This is a brutal start, and I'm looking at the next one too.
Messina,
and how is it possible?
Messina. All right. Jim Palmer? Is that too
might be, yeah. Oh no, there's 1968 there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, no, not 2007. I was talking about 68. All right, Red Sox. Beckett, right?
Beckett's gotta be here. Did Josh Beckett suck?
Maybe. Kurt Schilling?
Pedro.
Yep, Pedro. I should get these. Like
these are your guys here.
I should get these.
These are your guys. You face them.
It's Lester, I think, is two. Okay, he was 2009.
7 won a World Series. How is it not Josh Beckett? Now I gotta look up Josh Beckett's stats on the side.
Okay, who the hell had 274 strikeouts for the White Sox in 2015? Is that Sale?
Yeah, it's Sale.
Wow, holy crap. Any idea of 2008?
Burley? Did Burley have anything over there?
That might.
Maybe if you could spell his name, you know.
How do you spell it like that?
Maybe a Burr, like B-U-R. No.
Look it up for me.
I'm gonna look up Burley.
Spell his name.
B-U-E-H-R-L-E.
Nah.
Nope. That's
all right.
tough.
25th. This got to be the Corey Kluber. Oh, okay. This was when they had like that sick rotation, right? Who else was the? It was
maybe
Kluber.
Salazar, maybe.
Oh my God. Oh, that was hot. That was hot though.
Did Cookie get there at all or no?
Might be.
Did Cookie get that in 2015?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. Cookie being useful. You right, put in Cliff Lee? Cliff Lee.
Oh, 2001. Oh, Bartolo?
No. Yes. Let's go.
Oh.
Bartolo just clicked in a couple places too, by the way.
Verlander.
Scherz. Who's that 23rd? Oh, Porcello. Yep.
No, the other one.
Who was your other third? Who was
the lefty? No, not. Is it not Drew Smiley? Oh, there was another good pitcher they had. Oh, he just popped in my head, and then ran away.
This is very stressful, by the way. I just want
to. This is very stressful. Yes,
this is really stressful.
God, like the Royals, Saberhagen, Or Blyleven. No, yeah, it was Saberhagen. What other freaking good pitchers did they have? 2009, 242 is significant. That's Greinke was gone though. He might be on this list though. Greinke. I'll just put his name. Oh, he was.
He's 2009. There we go.
He was on the Royals in 2009.
I'm not getting any of those on the Royals there.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm also surprised Cologne is not up here for the Angels. What's the guy's name? Weaver?
Yep. CJ Wilson?
Wilson clicked in somewhere.
Rangers. 2008. Man, we gave ourselves some tough ones here, man. We didn't go easy because this is nothing recent memory.
This is all in the memory bank. Well, you could put in Santana here. You're gonna get a bunch for the Twins.
Yeah, true.
If you could spell. Wow.
Irvin Santana.
Where?
That was intentional.
Yes, you knew it was going to be Santana there. 100%. 10,000%. 2010 Twins. Sorry. Literally sorry.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Bang the Yankees out.
How do you spell Andy Pettit's name? Okay, he didn't have 200 strikeouts. Cool.
Petit.
Let's see. Did Randy Johnson get? Yep. Okay, Randy Johnson.
Wow.
2001. I think was Cone in 98? Yeah, Cone's in 98. 2001, they had do they have Clemens yet? Yeah, okay.
Bang the Yankees.
Oh, here we go.
Good job.
I know this. If it's not Barry Zito, I'm gonna be very mad.
Oh yeah, it's Barry Zito.
Okay.
There we go.
Tim Hudson.
No, that's too early.
Yeah. Vita Blue. Yeah.
There we go in the 70s. Oh, there's one from 1930, JM. Can you get that one or no?
Oh, great. Catfish Hunter? No.
Type in Hernandez, please, for the Mariners there.
Wow.
Thank you.
Price.
Oh, very nice, David.
Not sure.
Wow, he struck out 252 guys in 2015.
He was good, man.
Yeah.
He still looks like Will Smith's son, but he's good.
Sold him off to the Pirates.
Shields?
Yeah, try Shields. Oh, very nice.
All right, we're doing a little better on the AL side here. Except the AL Central bums.
Has it always been terrible, the AL Central?
277 strikeouts for the Rangers in 2013.
Why is this?
Darvish? Yeah.
Good job.
Nolan Ryan?
In the 90s. Who?
Oh, yeah.
Ow, very nice.
All right, Michael. Blue Jays. This is like the old blue, like the black jersey Blue Jays.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody. Halladay? Nice. Bang. See, like my concept of time is off. Like, if you told me that Roy Halladay was on the Blue Jays in 2009, I'd be like, no, he wasn't. But he was, because he wasn't on the team when they went to the World Series against the Yankees. Is that a time?
No, but when they won it, when did they win it? When did the
2008? They won in 08. I think did they get him in 2010? After they lost to the Yankees? Is that what happened?
Let's look right now. Roy Halladay.
I'm just filling Keuchel for the Astros.
He got there in 2010.
Wow, he did. Okay. All right. So 2008 Blue Jays. He was also with Halladay.
You know what's crazy? I always think of Halladay as a Philly, and I guess that's just, recency bias. And, I saw him so much. But he arguably had his greatest season with the Phillies that one year when he won the Cy Young. Yeah, maybe 05 was.
2007 Orioles, 221 strikeouts. See, this is just like, this could be some random dude who just had a sick season.
In what year? I'm sorry.
And honestly, 212 strikeouts is good, but like, it's not like, holy crap, with 221. 221 is a lot.
What team are we talking about here?
Orioles. I'm just like looking around now what we have left. That Red Sox one, 201. He just made it. Is that freaking No, Tim Wakefield was gone, I think.
I'm fried here.
Was it Kosuke Fukudome?
Yeah, you could try spelling that.
Fukudome, no.
You could try spelling that one.
Uh,
Daisuke Matsuzaka.
no.
Yeah, Jam, I'm done here.
You give up too early, man.
I know. It's just I can't. Like I've
Sometimes
already kind
stuff
of
that
went through it.
okay, who is the Tigers in 2013? Come on. That's recent. What were the Tigers were good. 2012
Yeah, but
beat the Yankees to go to the World Series.
that's recent and like
Wasn't Porcello, wasn't Drew Smiley. Was it
that's
like a,
recent for you,
was it like a Latino guy? I feel like it was uh, Anibal Saint. No, not Anibal Sanchez. It's someone like that though.
Who threw
Right?
who threw the almost perfect game that year?
And yeah, it was Anibal Sanchez. Okay. Um. Oh, that was what's his face? Gallardo or Galarraga, whatever his name.
Yes, Galarraga.
2010 Twins.
Like this is difficult. Like I'm not paying attention to the freaking
Yeah.
central here.
I mean, we did very well on this so
We
far.
did do good.
Freaking A's in the 90s. Like,
Granted, a lot of these, like other than the Red Sox one and a couple of these Blue Jay ones here, I mean, like we did very well.
dude, 231 strikeouts in 2008. Like, that's a lot of strikeouts.
Which one is that again?
Blue Jays. That's a lot of strikeouts.
It is a lot of strikeouts, and it's
And then
somebody we can't
2011,
remember.
I'm thinking maybe that's the same guy.
Should I cheat?
No, there's no cheating.
There's no cheating.
No cheating.
Like I want to know. Like I have to know, and I can't wait until you hit the give up button. So I'm cheating, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
You've looked it up already?
No, I'm about to though. It's eating me alive. You're right. That's a lot of strikeouts. And you're right. It's the old unis. Ooh, gross. Those old ass.
I can't believe it's not Saberhagen for the. Did I spell the name wrong or something? Can you look up Brett Saberhagen?
Brett Saberhagen.
Look up if I spelled his name right. Maybe it's the 90s. Is that why? Because I'm guessing.
Can I give you a hint for the guy for the Jays?
Sure.
He was on the NL list.
I was thinking it's not Liriano, is it?
No, it's not Liriano. He was on the NL list. He was on that team. Well, not on that team, but
Burnett?
Yes.
He had that many strikeouts.
Saberhagen, Saberhagen.
Yeah, so I got it wrong. All right.
We giving up?
I'm gonna give up, yeah.
He gave up early. Beat the
average. It actually was Daisuke Matsuzaka.
I mean, come on with that poll. I mean, come on.
But you didn't tell me like guess. I thought you were joking.
Oh, it was Liriano.
Liriano was on
there.
the list. Lefty Grove. Brandon Morrow. Oh, that is ridiculous.
Where's Brandon
I forgot
Morrow?
Brandon Morrow even existed.
Wow, yeah.
All right, we got better than the average though, and this is 8 years later. So
you know what?
All these people are idiots.
That's not bad. I think we deserve some credit there. I can't believe the Daisuke Matsuzaka call out though.
That is a little outrageous. I didn't
That
think
was impressive.
that was actually going to be. I thought you were joking. Like I said,
I mean, it was a half joke, half. Oh, he pitched for them.
Like screw it, just type it.
Yeah, but it's pretty difficult name to type.
That was fun, man. Slow news cycle.
Yes,
Get to have a little fun.
What? Somebody just tweeted out. This is on Boone. Oh.
Adam Frazier hitting a 3-run home run.
Oh, it's 6-5 Orioles.
Oh, good. No, please.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Mets lost 4-2 to the Cubbies. I mean, they failed to beat incompetent teams. Yankees are in a dogfight with the O's, who still shock me. JM, fun episode. We'll do this again. We're inching closer to that football season, so I'm definitely we're gonna be seeing some more football here in the coming weeks here.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah, that's gonna do it for episode 97.